Hello, you're welcome to Forex Trading Academy. Here we're going to teach you how to trade. We're going to start with you from the basics. Okay, so you're going to learn every bit of trading. You are going to understand everything from the core. So when you have been able to grab the understanding right from the core, then when we are building up with strategies and other part of trading, it will not be very difficult for you. Okay, so let's move on. My name is Richmond and I'm going to be your instructor throughout this course. I've been in the forex market and I'm the financial market analyst for Forex Embassy Ghana. Been trading for 5 years. I trade in currencies, stocks and commodities. The information below are my contacts. I'm mostly online on different social networks, so you can reach me through any of these contacts. That's me over here, and that's the logo of Forex Embassy Ghana. And then once again, I would want to welcome you to this section. We're going to have different models depending on your level in forex trading. So just be with me and follow me closely as we learn gradually till you become the best of forex traders. Actually, I'm going to give you the best of information that you are not going to find anywhere on the web, on Google or anywhere, because some of us started on our own and we did not get received information like what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you exactly everything you need to be able to carry yourself through your journey of trading. Irrespective of your level, you are actually going to make a difference after going through this course. Once again, my name is Richmond. I want to spell you my local name, but you can call me Richmond for short. Financial market analyst at Forex Embassy Ghana. And then I have 5 years in trading. I trade in forex, stocks and commodities. Okay, you can visit our website www.forexembassy.net. Email me on Facebook. We can chat on Twitter. We can chat on Skype. We can chat everywhere. Okay, all right. So, what is trading? Before you get into forex trading, people ask, is it gambling? Is it kind of just be seated somewhere and just be pushing a button, buy, sell button? No. Trading involves the transfer of goods or services from one person or entity to another, often in exchange for money. Okay, just like you go to market, you go to supermarket, you go to grocery, everywhere you go in exchange to exchange money for goods. Okay, so the term trading simply means exchanging one item for another. We usually understand this to be the exchanging of goods for money, or in other words, simply buying something. So we can exchange goods for money, goods for service, goods for goods. That is what we call the barter trading system, which was practiced some time ago in Africa. Okay, then we have money for money, and that is forex, which is our main focus for this particular lesson. Okay, so follow me as we learn along. Okay, where is trading done? Trading is done in market. And so what is market? It's like market is a network that allows trading activities to take place. A market is one of the many varieties of systems, institutions, procedures, social relations and infrastructures whereby parties engage in exchange. That's why we have supermarket over there. We go to buy stuff. Okay, we have grocery shops and all that. So while parties may exchange goods and services by barter, most markets rely on sellers offering their goods or service, including labor, in exchange for money from buyers. So that is what market is basically about. It can be said that a market is a process by which the price of goods and services are established. Market facilitates trade and enable the distribution and resource location in society. Okay, so markets allow any tradable item to be evaluated and priced. It is over there in the market that we get to know that this phone costs this phone costs that. It costs $100, it costs $10, $20. So we have types of market. We have the physical consumer market and physical business market, and the non-physical market where we have the social networks coming in. Then we have the financial market, which is going to be our main focus again in this course. Okay, so what is financial market? Financial market is a broad term that describes any marketplace where buyers and sellers participate in the trade of assets, such as equities, bonds, currencies, and derivatives. The international financial market is the place where financial market is traded between individuals and between countries. Okay, financial world is traded between individuals and between countries. So a financial market is a market that brings buyers and sellers together to trade in financial assets such as bonds, derivatives, stocks, commodities, currencies, which is also known as Forex. But for the sake of our studies, we shall concentrate on the last three, which are stocks, commodities, and currencies of Forex. So by the time you are done with the whole course, you should be able to understand how some of these things operate. Now we'll take a look at stocks. A stock is a type of security that signifies ownership in a corporation and represents a claim on part of the corporation's assets and earnings. For instance, if you own shares in Facebook or Google or Apple, you actually invest some money. So as they do well, you make money. They don't do well, you also lose money as they also devalue. Okay, so to trade in stocks, you simply invest in a company, and overall performance of the company over time shows how profitable you will be. So if a company doesn't do well and it devalues, then it means you shareholders are not going to make some good money. So that is the concept of stocks. Okay, when you place buy, it means you are buying shares in stocks. Before you say buy Facebook, you are buying shares in Facebook. Okay, so if the performance of Facebook within your selected period is good and the value is appreciable, then you make profit. But if the value depreciates, then you also lose some money. But if you click sell button, then it's like we are selling shares in Facebook. So if Facebook is going to do good and there are other people over there who are ready to invest in Facebook, they come to buy your shares for you and you make some good profit. So that is basically all about stocks and shares trading. Okay, examples of corporations are the GCB on the Ghana Stock Exchange, Facebook of New York Stock Exchange, and the Barclays from the London Stock Exchange. We have different types of them. Globally, we mostly talk about the Nasdaq and the New York Stock Exchange, that is the NYSE. And we also have the London Stock Exchange where we trade, Barclays, shares of Barclays, and some other stocks or different stock markets. Okay, then we also have the commodity market. Okay, commodity market is a market that trades in primary economic sector rather than manufactured products. So commodities are categorized into soft and hard commodities. Soft commodities are agricultural products such as wheat, coffee, cocoa, fruits, and sugar. Okay, then we come to hard commodities are mined. We have gold and oil. So investors access about 5 major commodities markets worldwide with purely financial transactions, increasingly outnumbering physical trades in which goods are delivered. Okay, the number of people who trade on gold on the financial market are actually more than the number of people who go to buy physical gold. Okay, so at the end of the lesson, you should also be able to trade some of these things without hassle, and that is why you are going through this course. And the last of the three we were going to consider is Forex. So in this section, we shall take a closer look at the Forex, or the currency market, which is the largest of all the financial markets in the world. Okay, by answering these questions, I hope I shall be able to present to you the scope of the Forex market into a more simpler details. What are the questions? They are here. Who trades Forex? Why trade Forex? Where is Forex traded? And what is traded in Forex? And when is it traded? And how is it traded? Okay, we're going to go through all these, and by the time we are done, you should be a very good forex trader. Okay, so we shall answer the following questions: what is forex? Who trades forex? Where is it traded? When is it traded? And how do I trade too? Of course, you can also trade too. Now it's open to everybody. So what is forex? Foreign exchange is the exchange of one currency for another. Remember, in trading, we realize people exchange money for services or money for goods. Then we got to market and we realize that people over there at market, something is traded, which is either people exchanging money for goods or money for services or money for money. Okay, so in forex, people basically exchange money for money. So foreign market also referred to the global market, is where currencies are traded virtually around the globe. So the term foreign exchange is usually abbreviated as forex and occasionally as FX. The foreign exchange markets are made up of banks, commercial companies, central banks, investment management and firms, hedge funds, retail forex brokers, and investors. So with time, you get to know all these people. Now, so diagrammatically, this is how it is represented. In the forex, we have traders, government, corporations, banks, investment funds. All these people are participants of forex. Okay, so you see, you have large market to work in. Where is forex traded? Well, actually, there is no central location of the forex exchange market, often referred to as the forex or the FX market. So transactions in the FX market takes place in different forms 24 hours a day through different channels all over the globe, existing whenever, wherever, whatever one currency is exchanged for another. The forex market is situated within the following areas. We have retail forex brokers, central banks, commercial businesses, and banks. They all deal in forex. How is it traded? We have currencies are traded in pairs. Okay, like we studied that you exchange one currency for the other. Okay, so in normal trading, you exchange money for goods or commodities or service. Okay, so in currencies, one is exchanged for the other. Okay, so the difference among the quotes is the base and the quotes. Okay, we have the base and the quote. The first one, GBP, is going to be the base, and USD is the quote, just as it is listed over here. We go on. So this is it. So what it means is that, what this part simply means is that you need 1 euro all the time. The base is in the unit of 1. Then the figure you see is how much of the second one you need to acquire the first one. So this is always 1. So you have 1 euro is equal to this of a dollar. Okay, so you take very good notice of it. This is a very confusing section for many retail traders who don't even know what they are up to. They only heard of an advertisement online on social networks and they jumped in. They didn't actually know what they're doing. But you have to understand that over there on your MT4 charts, the figure you see on the right simply means how much euro is worth, or 1 euro is worth in dollars. Okay, all right, so we bring it here and we have USD against the Ghana cedis. If you see it like this, what it means is that for every 1 US dollar, you are going to pay 4.4037 cedis forwards, and that is how it is quoted most of the time. And diagrammatically, this is how it is also represented. Okay, so we continue, and this just what I told you. This is Euro USD. The figure here shows how much dollars you need to acquire 1 euro. Okay, so we end this section. Meet me in the next module and let us look at how you can also be profitable in this business after knowing what market is, the currency market, and all that.